Right, hey guys, today we've got a quick video about Rugby 25. Just starting here on the kickoff. Um, just sort of nothing wrong with the kickoff in this game. We get going in their half. Today is just the second half. I tried recording the first half, but I had some issues with the audio. So hopefully it's an enjoyable 10 or so minutes of gameplay. The first problem with this game is that when you're trying to pass, often it will pass to the wrong person if you're doing quick passes, or there's a weird glitch where it flies off the map, which isn't great. But overall, I like the passing system. I think it is an improvement. I think Big Ant's made a lot of improvements. They've just kind of not polished it enough, and they've not really chosen their gameplay direction. But as you can see, we go on to score, taking the game into our advantage, leading by 1 point. Playing on medium difficulty honestly seems to be the best at the minute, because you'll have some wins, some losses, and it feels like the overall of the team actually takes an effect on the game. Big kick for the conversion, take us 3 points ahead. Now the opposition going to kick off. Only problem I have with opposition kickoffs really is they always seem to kick it to the same area, and they also seem to be able to kick a lot further than you can. Another problem I've noticed with the AI, just right here, is they seem to just be able to run through your players, and your AI players won't make the tackle. Because I get that it wants you to manually make tackles, but if the game hasn't got a good switching system, which it really doesn't, it seems to be completely random who it switches to. Like there, I should have switched the player closest, but it switched a player to the right for some reason. But if the game's got a bad or like a dodgy system of switching players, I think automatic tackling is quite a big thing you need to do, but this game doesn't do it. And they've gone and scored to take the lead. Nothing to complain about the try really. It was a okay try, just came from a bit dodgy gameplay really, which you can say about most tries in this game, but they do, I believe, just about get the conversion. It is hard to tell with the camera angle. We're kicking off again. And just want to go for a scrum here. Just want to show off what a scrum's like, because they rarely ever come about in normal gameplay. So here's the scrum. We go with a good set, hook it well, and you'll notice in a second, whenever you win the scrum, it collapses or it gets wheeled. Which, like, why? Like, this game seems to be, at least at the patch I was playing at, I think it's been patched a couple of times since, seems to be very sort of unfair in things like scrums and mauls. And the ruck too, you can't win rucks. Like, it's complete luck if you gain the ball from a ruck. I know here just a maul, where even if you've got stronger players, they will just gain on you. We get a line out here. I like the line outs, but I think that's because they took most of it from the older games, so it isn't a bad system. Whereas anything they've had to add newly for this game has been. But we're breaking down the wing here. Very fast player, very nice run. We go all the way, put it past the line, and taking back the 1 point advantage. I mean, what a try. It is good to see runs like this back in a rugby game. It was a lot harder to do them in the older games, but it's a high risk, high reward. Because if they tackle you, they will get the ruck and take the ball, which I think works for you too, but I haven't had any AI runs like that yet. So I haven't really been able to test if when they have no support you automatically win the ruck, but I'd assume so. Taking a while with the kickoff. Again, they just boot it down the centre to your line. And there's the weird thrown off the entire pitch glitch. That needs to be patched. I don't know why that happens. Maybe it's a result of the physics engine, but then surely it can be patched out. There you go, and win the line out. We get a tackle off of it. Trying to go into the ruck. We get another tackle here. Ball in the air. Another tackle. Our player should have been on that. I don't know how we've let that slip. And they've gone and scored again. Which is unfortunate for us. I've got nothing to say about that, really. Other than it came from some sloppy play from us. Very easy conversion. Haven't seen the AI miss, really, from those sorts of areas. Unless you're playing like a 43 rated team. And then just going for an... Then just, I think, going for another scrum here. And just to demonstrate, it is every time you get a scrum, they will collapse it the moment you win.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Use it. Penalty.
We get another scrum here.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Penalty.
Yet another collapse scrum. I don't know if you're noticing a theme here, but it seems rigged.
It's taken back.
Nice little crunching tackles here. The tackles do seem like they have more impact than they did in the old rugby games. Maybe it's because of the sound effects. Little time skip there. My camera stopped recording, or my recording software. Just making sure it's still recording. And yeah, there we go. Nice tackles right on our line. we've actually gone and won the ball back. But unfortunately, I don't think there's much of a chance of us making it all the way. But it's been a close game nonetheless. We're just trying to run down the wing here, which I think is the best strat if you've got that position. We slipped the ball, but we managed to recover it. A penalty is given away, unfortunately. They go for the kick to touch. And that is something good they added in the patches, is now the AI will go for kicks to touch, penalty goals, and scrums. I haven't seen them go for many tap and goes. I think I've only seen 1 or 2, but they can go for tap and goes. It's just not very common. They've really slipped the ball there, but we've managed to get into the ruck, but they managed to recover it. Problem with the ruck is your players seem to stand around and not go into it, which isn't great. That needs addressing. Players should be, when you select for the ruck, it should be the closest players, and it should be immediate. It shouldn't be, taking a minute or so for the players to just go into the ruck. And it needs to be more interactive. It needs to actually tell you how to win them. Because it feels a bit button mashy at the minute, and there's no actual tutorial to my knowledge on how to win rucks in the game. Which, if you're going to have in-game tutorials, maybe, a vital part of them should be how to win in the ruck. But that isn't to say Big Ant are a bad studio in the slightest. I think they've done far better than what anyone else has done with the Rugby series since EA, so... And they clearly care. They've been updating the game. I think I'd rather have a dev studio like that than one that just doesn't give a shit once the game's out, Like, it's a poorly executed, well-made game. But game's coming to a close here. Just trying to get even slightly forward. To even it up a bit, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. Pushing really desperately for that final try to win us the game. Making ground in any ways possible. A good little pass off. Our player said it doesn't just select the person behind the ruck to take the ball out. It will bring, I think, the player with the best stats, but that sometimes means a player will run across the pitch, which isn't great. Just really creeping forward here. And they're just going to kick it out in a second. We're just trying to basically maintain a chance, and they've kicked the ball out into touch for the win. Thank you, and subscribe.